Well, hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This isn't really vlogmas. I thought maybe I would do a video every single day in December. I know that's not going to be possible for me because eventually I'm going to be traveling this month because I have to get back to Montana at some point. But I just wanted to give you a little update today on what's going on and where we are with things. So hang on, grab a coffee, let's go. Okay, well today is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. Gosh, can you believe we're down to the final month of the year? I cannot tell you how quickly this year has flown by for me and how many changes have taken place in my life. Here is where we are. The last video I put up, I told you that I had been diagnosed with colon cancer. Since that time, I've had a CT scan and I had a couple blood tests. I don't think I had the blood test done before I did the video. I'm not sure about that, but I'll tell you about the blood tests anyway. So I had to have a couple blood tests done. The one was to measure my kidney numbers because along with the colon cancer, I do have stage 3 kidney disease. Which, could make treatment interesting, in the future for both situations. So I had that done, and then I had what they call a CEA serum test, which measures your cancer markers. Now, it's good news in both instances. So my kidney numbers have improved. I've moved out of 3B to 3A in the kidney stages, and a lot of that has to do, I do believe, with how hydrated I am, because my doctor did tell me it's important to stay hydrated with the kidney disease, even though, I pee all the time. But mostly, I think they've improved mostly because I've reduced the amount of protein I was eating, and I have, up until the time I had that test, I was upping the fiber. Now, due to the new diagnosis, I'm not eating as much fiber because it just aggravates me, and I have all kinds of side effects from it. So, anyway, the numbers were good. The serum test, they look at it. There's a number that they look at as 3.0 something or other. That they would like to see it. If it's under that number, I guess they think that the tumor is small and very treatable. Anything above 3.0, then there's a little bit more cause for concern. So my number came in at 1.5, which to me means, yeah, it's there, but it looks like it could be very small and very treatable. So I was encouraged by both of those tests. And then a couple days later, I had to have the CT scan done where they go in with, they shoot the IV in. It took them 3 times to find a vein in me. I always have that problem. I'm told I have deep rolling veins. So 3rd time was a charm. They finally found a vein that worked. They found a couple other ones that just blew immediately. But so I have some new bruises, which, I'm basically a human pincushion right now anyway. But anyway, so they had to do the contrast and everything, which, I hate how that feels because, you're laying on the table and, it's starting to go through you and it's warm. And I'm thinking, gosh, is that the serum or am I peeing my pants? But I didn't pee my pants. It was just the contrast going through. I'm still waiting for those results. I had those done the day after Thanksgiving, the contrast done. I'm still waiting. They told me at the imaging place that it could take a week to 10 business days to get those results. Yesterday I contacted the doctor's office because I'm thinking, I had CTs done before. I've gotten results sooner than this. And she said it could take up to a week. And So they said that they were still being resulted. That's what she said. And they use that to see how big the tumor is, and they stage it. Then they haven't told me what stage of colon cancer I have. I'm being positive. I think it's very early and therefore very treatable. And according to my marker test, if it's that small, they may be able just to do laparoscopic surgery and no chemo. We'll have to see what the imaging says, but in my brain, that's what I'm expecting. In the meantime, trying to get my health, general health, back in order here. So I have nixed whole food plant-based exclusively. You know, if you recall back there in August and September, I was doing nothing but grains and potatoes, whole food plant-based stuff, which was just aggravating the colon stuff. I guess in a way it was good because that's how I noticed something was wrong. But things haven't corrected still. It's better though, since I'm not eating as much fiber. I do have a little bit of pain after I eat. And thinking back, I've had that for a while. I just didn't think much of it. But and it makes sense because of where the pain is and where they say the tumor is. It all tracks for me. You know, it all makes sense that yeah, I'm having a little discomfort there. It's not pain where I'm doubling over in pain saying, oh my God, I have to go to the hospital. No, it's just more like an ache thinking, well, this is annoying, you know. It takes longer for things to move through me. But anyway, back to the food. So I've gone back mostly to the Weight Watchers program. I never really left. You know, I'm still a member of Weight Watchers. I never really left. But so what I started doing this week is I started really tracking again. And the other thing I haven't done much since I've been here is weigh myself. You know, if you follow me for any length of time, you know that I have weighed myself every single day. And I was just looking at my chart yesterday, every single day since January 10th, 2017. So that's what I've been doing, and since I've been here, it's kind of been hit or miss. So I've made a conscious effort to get back on that scale because that's the only way I can mentally control what I'm eating. So, and my weight is up. I expected it to be up for a couple of reasons. First of all, things aren't moving through me the way they oughta, so it's staying in me longer, and just because of what's going on, I do have a little bit of bloating, but I'm sure it's all going to resolve itself. You know, after I can get this surgery, whatever type they get, I'm sure I'm going to be fine. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to make sure that I am getting as healthy as possible because I may not be able to get the surgery until the end of January or sometime in February. That's according to what the gastroenterologist told me, or his office told me. It wasn't him, it was the colorectal surgeon's office that told me that. So I do have a meeting with the colorectal surgeon on the 15th of December, and then I will definitely know more then. You know, I'm sorry if I keep looking down at my phone here. I keep looking for a notice saying that there's a new test result in my chart. And it's kind of, I'm glued to this right now because I really want to know what those scans say. But anyway, getting back to the food again. So I have started recording my food again, and I haven't done that in a long time. So basically getting back to basics. I got to tell you, Carrie, you getting back on YouTube and showing your food again and just, you know, kind of bearing your soul back to us again has really encouraged me to start doing this again. I don't know that I will ever get back to recording every day again, because for me right now especially, that's a lot. But today I'm going to show you a couple days worth of food, and And also because I'm not in my own space. I'm at my son's space right now. And when he's around, I don't feel comfortable recording everything. So he's at work right now, which is, I thought, well, I've got to pop up and make this video now. So anyway, let me stop here, and I'm going to show you my food for the last couple days, and then I'll be back. Okay, made a turkey sandwich, or a breakfast sandwich this morning. Thomas light English muffin, weighed out 56 grams, 2 points. I have 2 eggs on there for 0 points. I made my own turkey sausage. This is 98% fat-free turkey. 4 ounces of that is 0 points, and I just added spices. And there is 10 grams of Kobe Jack cheese on there. So 2 for the muffin, 2 for the cheese. My banana, I already ate some of that, is 0. I did have 3 points in my coffee with my half and half this morning, so I have a 7-point breakfast. I haven't done this in a while, so hope this all makes sense. For lunch today, I'm just having a dish of non-fat Greek yogurt. 0 points on that, weighed out at 169 grams. And 92 grams of strawberries, 38 grams of blueberries, and that's all 0 points. Right, this is Wednesday, December 3rd. And this is my first meal of the day. It's, 12:30 in the afternoon, so I guess this would be my breakfast technically, but not too concerned about that labeling there. This is 0 points. I had, this is 128 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt. I have 77 grams of a banana here. My blueberries are 68 grams, 102 on the strawberries, and then just sprinkling of cinnamon on top. I also had a 4-point coffee this morning with, I believe it was 57 milliliters of regular half and half. So 4 points right now. This is 0, but I counted my coffee as my breakfast. So total of 4 points yet for today.